Are we already rolling into the weekend? If not, well, get ready, because it's lights, camera, action! I hope you're ready to make some movie magic and make some moves. Literally, it's Fitness Friday here. Memorize your lines, powder your noses, and prepare to act up. Are you ready for your close-up? Did I do that right? No. Okay. Well, whatever. Okay. Scene one, take two, potentially here. Let's kick things off. Tonight, we're going to start rolling with our display tip of the day. Then we're going to get up close and personal with the in-app video editor. Next, we're zooming in on a very special creator in the fitness space, Jesse Diaz. I mentioned it's Fitness Friday, so we're going to sort of look at some of his posts, and then we'll pan over to Amazon Live's very own makeup artist, Luana Factora. And finally, it's time for your favorite action sequence in the last trivia game of the week, where you could win up to $10,000. Woo! I imagine that's what you're all doing at home with me. It's not all movie magic around here, though, because tonight we want to give you a quick peek behind the curtain and show you how some of the sausage gets made. My deepest condolences to all of the vegetarians out there. The in-app video editor toolkit will help you channel your inner Hollywood director. So let's show you how it works, right? We're gonna go into our video toolkit. This is how you get there. You're on your main profile and you're gonna go like you're making a post, a brand new post, right? So you're gonna click in to either the plus sign, you're gonna click the add post button, and then you are going to see your camera roll. You don't want to use any of those pictures though, so you're gonna click on your camera to take a new image or video. Bam! Look at that girl. Woo! That's me. All right, so now you're in your video toolkit, and you can basically, shoot stuff and edit it on the fly. Yes! Have you been experimenting with this stuff on display yet? Maybe other social media apps? Well, you got everything you need here, so you never have to leave again. So I'm going to show you how it works. So essentially, you've got a couple different options you can play with that you're seeing there on the right in the middle. You've got your duration and your timer. So let's click on those and see what you get. Oh, look at that. You can set a timer countdown. So if you want to put your phone on a tripod, let's say for a moment, you can get into the right place. It'll go off. You can set how long you want it to record for, whether you want to do a 15-second video or a 30-second video. All right, so that's one of your options. Then let's go back and see what else we've got here. Okay, woo, look at that. We've got speed. You're going to speed things up so you sound like a little chubby. Sorry, guys, that was probably really annoying. Or you can slow things down. See, lots of fun there. Lots and lots of fun with that element. And then finally, we can play around with our filters. Look at all these cool filters. So if you didn't do your makeup, if you got something on your face, you want to, make the brightness a little more, exposure a little less, play around with the filters. Have you been playing with this? Let's take a look at the chat. Let's check in here. ProFocus said, wow. ProFocus, that sounds like a director or a photographer name, so maybe you know how all of these things work. And who else have we got? Oh, we have someone demanding that I start the game, please. Sir or lady or whomever, maybe you're a dog, I don't know. Let me tell you something. We have created an incredible show for you to learn how to use this app, to highlight some of the creators who are doing great work here, and to really, empower you to become a creator just like them if you want. That's why I just showed you all those cool tools. The trivia is only just but a small component. If you want to come back for the trivia, come back for the trivia. But, if you do that, you might miss it. So you should just hang out with us. It's pretty fun in here. This is a party. Yeah. Mark said, I'm so glad I tuned in to learn this. You know what? You know what I say? Learnings and earnings go hand in hand. You want to make that money from the trivia? Yeah, stay and learn, right? Because if you have the knowledge, maybe you could even answer a trivia question right. That's what I like to say. That's what she says. Dav31 says Sarah doesn't need a filter. Thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, if you haven't already tried this feature, what are you waiting for? Unleash some creativity. Give it a whirl. Post a new video you made using these tips and tag us at Today on Display with hashtag display tip of the day. I want to find it. I want to show your work. So definitely use those hashtags. Friends, stick around because when we come back, it's Fitness Friday.
Welcome to Display Tips. The best way to get the most out of display is to explore and discover. Let's take a quick glance at your display home screen. Swipe up and scroll through the newsfeed to see inspiring content from other creators. When you see something you like, tap like, comment, share, support, or all of them. Ready to create your own content? Tap the Create icon for photo, video, GIFs, filters, live streaming, and more. Then start sharing. Watch for more tips on Display TV.
I'm from Long Beach, girl. With so much drama in the LBC, it's kinda hard being Snoop D-O double G. But I somehow, some way, keep coming up with funky ass shit like every single day. May I kick a little something for the G's and make a few ends as I breeze through 2 in the morning and
I ain't joking, do it sound like I'm kidding. I've been making like 2,000 a minute. So high up through the clouds, I was swimming. I'm probably gonna drown when I'm in it. I bet she gonna get loud when I'm in it. And we might have a child. I don't love a hoe after we fuck, she can't get near me. Only bitch I give a conversation to is
I'm coming in fast. First place, you coming in last. I'm hitting that gas. I'm hitting that. My body, I'm coming in fast.
Welcome back to Today on Display. I'm your host. The name's Priebus, Sarah Priebus. And I just want to say hi. Hi, there's some newbies in here tonight. Hello, Creatively Amber. It's good to see you. We've got someone else that I want to shout out, Mel2002. Hello, welcome. Come one, come all. P.29, maybe it's P-Do if you're French. I don't know where you're from. Who said, I'm glad I learned this one. See, if you come early, you learn all the cool tips and tricks here on display, and you get to see some of the creators doing great work. You just saw Snoop. Did you know that we had Snoop on to do an exclusive performance on display? Like 9 songs. It was crazy. But today, let's jump right into our creator spotlight and shine a light on fitness guru Jesse Diaz. Let's take a look at some of his posts here on the app. I like to acknowledge people that are doing all kinds of stuff because social media is comprised of all of these different niches. You know what I mean? Ooh, I can tell he works out. Can you guys tell he works out? I don't know. Maybe not. Is it the muscle shirt or is it the muscle shirt? It's the muscles. That's right. It's the muscles. All right, let's pan to some of the stuff that he's doing. This is really cool photography. I love that he blurs and gets really artistic with some of his fitness images. But yeah, I mean, you have to remember that social media is, it's cooking, it's makeup, it's fashion, it's fitness, it's all inspiration, music. There are so many different elements to social media. So here on display, we really try to highlight everyone that's doing good work in all of these different categories. So Jesse is someone who I have definitely noticed who does incredible photography within the fitness space. He's really inspiring. He's doing all calisthenics. These are body weight exercises. Look at that. I could watch stuff on that. That's for sure. Wow. Is he floating? Is he flying? He is the modern day Superman, and he's based out of California. He's been on Display TV a handful of times, but I thought it would be fun to reintroduce you to some of his work because it's incredible. I love his photographs, and he does, of course, post incredible videos as well. They're going to get you pumped. They're also going to make you feel like your workout routine is slacking. Let's take a look. Oh boy, I tried to do a push-up the other day, and I could only do 2. Shout out in the chat, how many push-ups can you do? I'm going to say I can do about 2 to 3 if I'm doing them traditional way. But I bet you Jesse can do a whole lot more. Look at him hanging there. What is that? He's just like gripping and hanging parallel. That is crazy. What kind of magic Jedi stuff is that? Okay, let's take a look at the next one. What? That is some serious training, and I think it goes back to, he's talked about this on the show, you don't have to have a lot of equipment. Sure, he's using these bars and things, but a lot of his exercise is based on the body weight, so he's doing it in his apartment. He's using household objects. He's not actually, needing to go to the gym or anything to do any of this, which I think is really cool. We can do so much with just our body weight. All right. Yes, Mark says, I follow Jesse. Jesse's a great follow. He's also a great human being. So definitely check him out on display. And y'all, we will be right back with a trivia wheel spin. And then Amazon Live's hair and makeup artist Luana Factora is stopping by. Stay tuned for more.
Hey, I'm Tiki Barber, former University of Virginia student athlete and also former New York Giant running back. I can't tell you how excited I am to announce the partnership between Influencer and Display. So what's Display? Display is social that pays. This revolutionary social media app is changing the game for college athletes, and now it's your turn to play. Welcome to the brand new world on social media. Welcome to Display, social that pays.
Cause you're my queen, all that I need, got it, I'm in. Radio hitting rainbows, ultralight beams. Sport plays more like tennis, don't need a team. It's just me and you, and it's everything that it seems. Hey. Come on, let's do some things we never do. Hey.
Word out, I'm getting to it like clockwork now. My head is clocked and they all burned out. They talk shit, but it's my turn now. And it should have been my first route. Young Tiller, what the fuck was you worried about? Who was talking all this shit? I'ma bury him now. I'ma tell it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5. And I was gonna try something and it didn't really work. But you probably want to know what these are for if you haven't played with us yet, and that's what I'm about to tell you. Guys, welcome back to Today on Display, and welcome to Display Trivia. Yes, this is where the people were shouting for in the chat. This is the place where you can make tons and tons of money. Actually, you can just make tons and tons of money by posting on display too. Did you know that? Yeah, if you're posting original content and you're engaging with people, you can actually make money simply by posting, because we give you a share of the ad revenue that's generated on your content just by posting. You can also support other people by pressing the support me button and helping them make money. You just essentially watch an ad, the money from that ad gets changed over to dollars, and that goes to the creator that you just supported. So there you go. You don't just have to wait for me to spin the trivia wheel, but I know this part's really, really exciting. So let's talk about how this part works. So as you can see, there's the $1,000 slots, $2,500 slots, $5,000 slots, and this is where this part comes in, the question mark slot. Now, if we land on the question mark, you will vote to determine the value of the question mark from the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, actually only 4 envelopes that contain up to $10,000. So, shall we do this? Jesus, take the wheel. Let's do it. Seriously though, I haven't been having any luck lately, so take the wheel. What do we got? Give us some money this Friday. We gotta spend some money this weekend. A little more. Okay, I'll take it. We're gonna be playing for $2,500 tonight. Yes. Okay, so here's how it's gonna work. You're gonna stay right where you are. We're gonna have Luana Factora come on next, and then after her, the questions are gonna pop up on your screen. I'm gonna ask them, there's gonna be 10 of them. You're gonna have about 10 seconds to answer each one. If you get them all right, you win a piece of that $2,500 prize. That's it. All right, we will be right back with makeup artist Luana Factora.
Welcome to Display Tips. The bottom menu bar unlocks many rich features. Tap the home icon to refresh and bring you back to your newsfeed. To search for friends, tags, and discover new content, tap the search icon. Reaching out or receiving messages from friends and followers is easy and right here. Your profile gives you access to all things about you. Tap the Create icon to go to the media screen and create original content and even live stream. Watch for more tips on Display TV.
You won't dance for me. But I fell in love with the money, now I'm comfortable.
What we say?
So if I let you come on this side,
This side.
you won't never get to switch sides. Every nigga around me, they on boss, ain't got a dick right. Them niggas talking down, I blew they budget down to 10 times. I remember everybody jumped the ship, they thought it capsized. Now anybody making U-turns gon' get baptized. Don't listen to
These bitches on me. I've been coolin' laying low, but I'm not taking the seat. But just know a nigga back in this time I won't leave. I've been running, gotta check me your bag. I got hundreds on my neck and I got trues on my ass. Nigga said I'm...
Hello, everybody. Before we welcome this very special next guest, why don't we show you a bit of what she's about? Let's take a look.
So my first thing is to take just a small section in the front.
Got it.
Hold the flat iron vertically.
Okay.
And then clamp it down right by the roots, not so much. And then turn it in.
Okay.
And keep turning it in while bringing it
Through the hair.
through the hair and down. So it.
Okay, wait. That is literally magic.
Look at that. It's so cool, guys. And this has different shapes. It has the stars, diamonds, it has moons, and it comes in a bunch of different colors, but I'm using a nice metallic silver just so it could give it a nice pop. These already have some adhesive on the back of it, these rhinestones.
fun.
So I'm just using a pair of tweezers,
Yeah.
peeling it off,
Can I see these?
and lightly placing it on the corner. This you can actually just, it's very light in consistency, but you can build it as much as you want. So we put a good amount on Danielle.
All right, everyone. This is just a small sampling of her work. She's actually done my makeup for a very long time. Not currently. I wish she was. But we can bring her here in the flesh tonight, which is what I'm really excited about. So please help me welcome Amazon Live's Luana Factora. Hi.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for bringing me along. I'm so excited, and it's so great to see you.
It
I
is
miss
so
you.
great to see you. And also, I don't know, I'm missing out. Lately, I've been doing my own hair and makeup, and I just don't have the Luana touch anymore. So we're going to have to remedy that sometime soon, for sure.
I hope so, but you look fabulous.
Thank you. I'll take this in the meantime. Now, I don't mean to make you blush, but I'm so interested in what you are all about. You're here, you came through, but are you ready to let us get to know you a little more with Posted Up?
I mean, I'm so excited. Of course.
Okay, so essentially, I've pulled a couple of your posts from your display profile. I want you to give me a little bit more of the story behind them. Whatever floats your boat, whatever you want to talk about. Let's take a look at this first one.
Sure.
Oh, I recognize that person. It's me. Tell me about, I mean, we could both talk about this gig. Also, let me pose a question to anyone in the chat. Did anybody watch this? This was a really fun show that I did for Bolero that, yeah, Luana was my makeup artist for. How cute does this look? I love it.
I mean, you can rock anything, girls. So I totally remember this because it was in a really fun setting. We were in a bowling alley and you were doing like a contest or whatever. And it was so much fun. It was just like very fun. Like the energy was just high and we were just having a good time. I mean, I always love doing your hair and makeup. So it was very, very, very exciting.
I love having you do my hair and makeup. Okay, let's take a look at the next one that we've got for you. I recognize this person too. This person has a show on display as well. Wait, when did you do Tiki's makeup?
Oh my gosh, I think it was a few years ago at the Amazon Studios in the city. We were doing some Super Bowl thing and he was super nice and just really pleasant to work with. And I'm a big fan of football, so it was just an honor to do his makeup and I loved it.
I love that you're a football fan. I had him on, I don't know, maybe last week to talk about his new initiative in getting college athletes paid. And you're right, he is just the nicest guy. So big Tiki fan myself. And of course, you know, for anybody that is a Tiki fan, you can watch his show here on display as well. So I love that you've done his makeup. It's really like a full circle thing.
Yep.
Let's take a look at the next one that we've got. I recognize this beauty too. She's from Bravo. She's on Summer House. You've done her makeup as well, huh?
Yeah, she's a doll. I love Paige. She does a lot of Amazon segments as well, so I get to do her hair and makeup sometimes, and she's such a doll.
So what's that like? So I know obviously you work with Amazon doing any of the hosts makeup for that, but then it seems like you're also engaging with some of the same talent at their premieres or helping them out as well. So you also have your own thing sort of going on because you're so good at what you do.
I think it's just, it goes hand in hand. You know, when you meet people that you really like mesh with and you really connect with, and I'm flattered that they hire me outside also. So I get to do outside work with them, and it's just an honor, really.
I'm going to pull up our next post and see if there's anyone else here that would surprise me. Yes. This seems fun. How did you link up with Frankie Grande?
So back in the day, Amazon had their first digital live show called Style Code Live, and he was one of the hosts. So like now I would do his hair and makeup on the show, but then outside when he had different events, I would also come in and just doll him up.
So I have to ask, have you met Ariana?
I have, yes. And she's a sweetheart. I love her.
I love it. You just only interact with people who are genuine good people. It's great. Is there any other celebrity names that you can drop as to people that you've done their makeup, or again, maybe it's a brother or then you've interacted with them?
I mean, I've done a lot of athletes and I actually did makeup for the Gronk, and he didn't really want makeup, but he needed to. And I've done what was his name? Gosh, I forgot his name, but it was like a lot of football players, and I'm really obsessed with football.
Just the black lines, right?
I've done but I've done boxing too. I've done Lennox Lewis. I've done his makeup a few times, and I'm like, damn, you're tall, but he's also really, really nice. I mean, everybody's so cool, you know. I'm really, really lucky to be able to work in this industry because everybody's cool.
All right, let's see if you have any posts with your own makeup. Yep. Woo! What is this from?
I mean, you know, during the pandemic, I wasn't really busy with any work. So I only had my face to do. So of course, I kind of tapped into my creativity, and Halloween is like the best time to do it. So I was just like doing random looks. I love this like scary doll look. So I was like, I'm gonna do it on myself. And so many of my friends just can't look at it. They're like, "Ooh, Lou, don't even show me that because it's so scary and it looks so realistic and lifelike." And I'm just like,
it was terrifying. So it's terrifying, but I'm the type of person, I like scary makeup. I like that stuff. I think it's really cool. Even, you know, that sort of like gory makeup where you're using prosthetics and stuff. Like, I'm just so drawn to the art of it. You know, because it really is. I mean, it's such a skill. So that's a really fun look. I think
I'm gonna have to do that scary doll look on you because you would rock that so bad.
You got it. It's a date. As soon as we start getting back into Halloween season, we're redoing this, and instead of doing Trend It or End It, we're gonna do the doll look. It'll be super fun.
Go all out.
I think we got one more. Yes, some pop art makeup. Is this around the same time in the pandemic?
This was in the beginning of the pandemic. Because girl, it was just like dry. I was like, what am I doing? And I really grew my following because I would post every day just different looks. And I went from like 1,000 to now 15K.
Bravo.
So it's awesome. I'm like, consistency is everything. So I would post like every day, if not almost every day.
There you go. Consistency. That's a tip from Luana. Like creativity. It sounds like you were really having fun. With your looks, you know what I mean? You weren't necessarily trying to be perfect. And something else that you were doing, which we're really going to tackle in the next segment, is sort of, you know, quick little video demos and things like that. Live things as sorts of hacks and things that you can do to, you know, experiment with your makeup, make it easier for yourself. So before I give too much away, we'll be right back with more Luana Factora right after this.
Welcome to Display Tips. Let's get introduced to Profile. Tap the profile on bottom right of screen. Here, you can personalize your display experience. Tap the pencil icon to edit your profile picture, cover photo, basic user info including contact, and link to your other social media accounts. Select your preferred language. Identify top friends and family members. You can also create and manage your communities here. Watch for more tips on Display TV.
I'm not dealing with the pawn. My heart cold. All of my feelings is gone. 2 hands. I'm willing to jump. I tell a bitch to chill in the car. I look at her body, it's giving me hard. She's with a friend, I need a Nicki Minaj. I'm hitting them low. And we can take it where you willing to go. Bitches is dying to chill with the bros. You get killed for still in the phone. I got y'all fools this time. Yeah. I go super saiyan every single day. Hold on. Man, like 50K, heard he feeling brave. Hold on. Had to tell that nigga we are not the same. Hold on. Had to tell that nigga stay up in your lane. Hold on. I got ice on me like I.
Listen, yeah, I dream in color, and I sleep on the canvas. I think we all need each other. Empathy, that could be our advantage. Bad bitch speak Creole or Spanish. Look this way, then I'm liking my chances. Oh man, why go?
Welcome back to the show. I'm here with professional beauty queen, Luana Factora. Hello, hello. We've just been doing, a deep dive on some of your posts from social. And, I think it's really cool because you do a bit of everything. Not only are you doing makeup on hosts and athletes and celebrities and sort of tackling the glam look, you're also doing the natural look. You're also playing around with the artistic stuff and the sort of costume makeup. Do you have a favorite, element in all of this?
Just like you, I love special effects makeup. It's art.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to just transform yourself to something completely different. So I love doing that.
Well, I'm sure as part of your job, you have to stay up to date on all the latest and greatest viral beauty hacks. So are you up for a game where we try out a new one and then our users decide whether to trend it or end it?
Yeah, of course.
All right, let's play Trend It or End It. We're doing this with Luana, and she has brought to my attention something that's been trending. Essentially, and tell me if this is correct, you are applying your contour first and then putting your foundation on top of the contour, which is a little bit backwards, yeah?
Yes. So definitely the other way around.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, I have only recently started to contour myself, so I'm gonna let you guide me through this whole process of where we're gonna do our little lines of contour, then we're gonna throw on that foundation, and we're gonna see how it looks. So I wanna make sure that I've got all my stuff. I do. So let's do it. Let's do the thing. I've got my contour in front of me.
Okay, so just start off with your contour first, and what you want to do is just think of the number 3.
Okay.
So you're really just starting from the top of your forehead, and you're drawing the number 3 down to your jawline. So top of the forehead, under your cheekbone, then down to your jawline. And I'm going to do that with you as well.
All right, so I'm dipping my brush in. Hopefully I get enough. I can always, I guess, blend this, right?
Yeah, that's the beauty of makeup.
All right, we are going down. I think you guys can see this too. I'm putting it on as thick as I can. It's hard to do backwards, I'm not gonna lie. Oh gosh, oh gosh. There we go.
You can start with just one side first.
Okay. I'm going here, right? Like down there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like I did a pretty good job. Maybe I'll just get here. Okay. So, now what?
So now that we could just do one side so we could see the difference.
Okay.
But you did it on one side, and now you're gonna go take your base, your foundation, and blend with it.
Okay. So I'm putting my foundation on the back of my hand. Is this something that, I don't know, this is something that I do. I don't know if you're supposed to do
Yeah,
it.
I mean, I do the same. Yeah.
Okay, great. And we're gonna just tap, 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 tap. And I'm going the wrong way. Oh, goodness. And tap, 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 tap. I have another question. Are you supposed to make your beauty blenders wet before you use them? Okay.
And here's why. It's just better when it's wet because it blends the product much better versus like a dry sponge. Also, it prevents it from absorbing too much of the product when it's wet. So a dry sponge could really soak up that product, right? Whereas when it's wet, it doesn't. So that's why it's best to wet it. And you don't have to wet it with water. You can wet it with, you know, like one of those vitamin water sprays that you would usually just spray on your face to kind of freshen you up. You could do it that way too.
I'm not gonna lie. I think this looks pretty good.
Yeah, girl.
It's
backwards, but it works.
Yeah, I mean, it looks very natural. And again, we're gonna throw this poll up in the chat so you guys can all vote. I mean, granted, I think I cheated a little bit because I have makeup on to do this show. So there's like blush on this side, so it's not a true test. But I think you can see, because I didn't, here's the thing, I didn't contour my face on this side because I'm, like I said, I'm not really someone who does the contour. So I think you can actually see a bit more of the contour here, which is great. There we go. We're putting up the poll now. Let's see both sides of your face.
Okay, so I did it on this side.
Okay. Let's show our done sides and let's show our not done sides. Okay, so y'all, should we trend this? Oh, whoa, so far it is overwhelmingly trend.
What?
We're getting 82% trend right now. Normally it's a lot more split. So tell me too, in your opinion, is this something that you think should trend? How do you feel about this?
100%, because when you put on foundation, it also saves a ton of foundation. Because if you do it the other way around, you slap on your foundation, you don't know how much you're putting on, and then you contour. But if you do it the other way, you contour first, and then you just take a little bit, maybe a drop or two foundation, and just blend with it.
Yeah.
I think it saves a lot of foundation too.
So if you're wetting your beauty blender, right, like she said, you're saving there. You're also saving by doing it this way. So yeah, and we know foundation can actually cost a lot of money. So there you go. If you're just looking at pennies here, and we know a lot of you trivia people are, this is the way to save some money. We're closing the poll now, and it looks like, yeah, overwhelmingly so, people preferred. 83% said trend it, 16% said end it. So you got a new trend on your hands, everyone. Make this trend. What are we calling this? Reverse contour? What do you think?
I think so. And honestly, when I did it on TikTok, it went viral. And everybody was just like, whoa, this is so much better than doing it the other way around. So I think we could call it reverse contour, or, you know, save the base, or save the something like that.
Save the base. I love that. Save the base for the face. I don't know. I like a rhyme. This is so much fun. Look at this. Now I'm like, I have way too much plus on this side. So this looks better. Thanks for fixing me up. Luana, thank you so much for adding some sparkle to the show today. This was great. Folks, don't forget, you can find her at Looks by Lou. And don't go anywhere, because up next we got trivia for $2,500. Stay there.
Welcome to Display Tips. Let's check out more of what Profile has to offer. Tap the profile on bottom right of screen. Here you can review your friends, followers, and who you are following. When ready to set up your personal storefront, tap My Stuff. It's easy and only takes a couple of minutes. Next is your bank. Tap the bank icon to see how much money you have earned and how to redeem your cash. Watch for more tips on Display TV.
Display is the social platform that puts the content creators first. Everyone is a content creator. Here's how social media works today. Advertisers pay social media giants to advertise on your content. The social giants then keep all of that money for themselves. You, the creator, never see a dime. At Display, we put the content creators first. When advertisers pay Display, you can earn a 50% award rate on the ad revenue generated from your content. We also provide a marketplace for creators to sell products and share in the profits. Creators can receive award payouts based on the affiliate commission. The rewards you earn from ad revenue and affiliate commissions will be added to your Display account every day. Display provides you a 50% award rate from the ad revenue generated from your content, while social giants share nothing. We believe creators should be rewarded for their work. Download Display from your app store today.
Welcome back to Today on Display, and welcome to Display Trivia. Folks, they say it's all who you know, right? Well, I beg to differ, because in trivia, it's not all who you know, it's all what you know. And I'm ready to put all that to the test. Now, I saw earlier in the chat, we got a lot of HQties here. Welcome! Welcome to the, I'd say dark side, but really this is the bright side. This is where the good stuff happens. People are supporting each other, making money. And yeah, your nickname here is Displayas. Yes, you're my Displayas. So now, if you're just tuning in, tonight's pot is $2,500. And here are the rules. Pretty simple. You'll have 10 seconds to pick your answer and choose wisely, because once you tap, there's no going back. If you miss one, you will no longer be eligible for the cash prize, but stay in the game because you can keep playing along for fun. And it is. It's fun. Tap those answers. See how you do. Get ready for the next game. In the meantime, let's get ready for the game by doing a practice question. So tell me, what's your ideal day off? Doing nothing all day? Playing video games? Spending time with family? Going on an adventure? Sign me up for the doing nothing option. And can I add cheese to that? Yeah, and I would like that delivered directly to me. Yeah, I mean, I'd get up, but I don't want to. Doing nothing, remember? Sounds like my day tomorrow. That is what I need. TGIF, thank goodness. All right, what are you all choosing? We're looking like, okay, mostly spending time with family, followed pretty closely by video games, and then a lot of doing nothing. Yeah, no adventures here. We got all the adventure that we need right here in this quiz, Monday through Friday, right? Yes. All right, so speaking of adventure, I think it's time to do this. Let's go on a little adventure together. Let's quiz. Here we go. Time to trivia. Question 1. Complete this alliterative saying. Sail the 7 seas, sail the 7 seas, sail the 7 seas candies. Complete this alliterative saying. Sail the 7 seas, sail the 7 seas, sail the 7 seas candies. If you see something, say something, right? Oh, I see something. I do. It's winnings on the horizon. As we sail to the brighter shores, just remember to keep the eyes on the prize, Displayees. Any world travelers with us today? Fun fact, there are actually way more than 7 of these seas, and luckily, way more than 7% of you got this. More like 97%. Land ho! It's question 2. The Judeo-Christian creation myth is found in which book of the Old Testament? Exodus, Genesis, Numbers. The Judeo-Christian creation myth is found in which book of the Old Testament? Exodus, Genesis, Numbers. I mean, you know it's the Old Testament because there's still a book of Numbers. In the New Testament, I bet everyone is walking around with all their contact info in their smartphones. I mean, I haven't read it yet, so please, no spoilers. Now, how do we get started here? Oh yes, that is right. Genesis is the OG book of the Bible, and 94% of you are creating some success for yourselves here. I love it. Question 3. Of the following, what type of music is most likely to be played at a rave? Classical, EDM, jazz. Of the following, what type of music is most likely to be played at a rave? Classical, EDM, jazz. I guess this depends on how you define rave, right? Because when Mozart was making music, that was probably party music, right? Yeah, it was all the rage. Don't rage against the machine with this question. Work with your phone. pick the right answer. 86% of you doing just that, because electronic dance music is what you rave to, and I'm giving you all rave reviews. Well done. Question 4. What is the Manhattan subway line named in this Duke Ellington 1939 jazz standard? A, C, E. What is the Manhattan subway line named in this Duke Ellington 1939 jazz standard? A, C, E. Okay, technically, this subway line runs through Brooklyn also, but that is not where Duke Ellington was trying to get to. He wasn't a 2010s hipster trying to find an overpriced coffee shop or an artisanal speakeasy art installation. No! Duke was trying to get to Harlem, and I'm pretty sure he made it, because that was one of the jazz centers of the US. It was popping off. And the A train is what got him there. 78% of you making a connection to question 5. This hair color only naturally exists in about 2% of the world's population, making it the rarest. Blonde, brown, red. This hair color only naturally exists in about 2% of the world's population, making it the rarest. Blonde, brown, red. Gentlemen prefer blondes, supposedly, but are they the rarest of them all? I mean, Snow White was a brunette, after all, and sure, she was the fairest. I mean, it's not my fault she never got any sun. You need that vitamin D, honey. And not just from Prince Charming. Yes, someday your prince will come, but what about your own pleasure? Think about it. 93% of you raring to go with the redheads of the world. You just weaseled yourselves into question 6. All of the following are universities located in Cambridge, Massachusetts, except MIT, Harvard University, University of Cambridge. All of the following are universities located in Cambridge, Massachusetts, except MIT, Harvard University, University of Cambridge. What? You think just because you attend one of these prestigious institutions of higher learning that you're above me? Oh wait, yeah. Anyone who goes to any of these schools is like laughably smart. Like, I wouldn't understand anything you're saying smart. Like, oh my God, we get it. You go to Harvard smart. Really though, do any of you go to Harvard? Anyone? Tell me in the chat later, I'm curious. I mean, because the 82% of you got this right, which means you must be pretty smart. Park the car at Harvard Yard, but first, let's do Q7. The most recent iteration in the Wonder Woman franchise features a lead actress from which region? South America, Middle East, Scandinavia. The most recent iteration in the Wonder Woman franchise features a lead actress from which region? South America, Middle East, Scandinavia. Here's my hot take. All women? Wonder Women. Women can literally create life inside their bodies. Like, excuse me? That is some sci-fi stuff. And even women who don't ever want to have children, also great. Enduring longer bathroom lines since caveman times, I'm sure. And higher pain tolerance in general. My sister from another mister that we're looking for here, and that 83% of you got, is Gal Gadot, a native Israeli who is killing it in Hollywood. No, really, that song Imagine? It's dead now. Question 8. Which is not a character played by this Chicago-born Juilliard-trained actor? Daniel Hillard, Harmon Goldman, Phil Connors. Which is not a character played by the Chicago-born Juilliard-trained actor? Daniel Hillard, Harmon Goldman, Phil Connors. This is gonna be hard, because I never learned character names in movies, even if they're the title character. Like, here, Finding that little clownfish, The Wizard of that Green City, The Red-Headed Orphan. See, I'm just no good, but how about movie titles like Mrs. Doubtfire or Birdcage? Any of those ring a bell? Robin Williams starred as all of these characters except for Phil Connors, aka Bill Murray, in Groundhog Day. 80% of you got the part. Get ready for question 9. This author's reputed last words were supposedly a comment on the decor of the room in which he was staying in Paris. Proust, Wilde, Beckett. This author's reputed last words were supposedly a comment on the decor of the room in which he was staying in Paris. Proust, Wilde, Beckett. Hey, at least he got to die in Paris. I mean, there's worse places to die, like Newark, New Jersey, or the line at the DMV. And it's true, these last words are not necessarily confirmed, but urban legend does tell us that this writer who penned The Importance of Being Earnest said, "This wallpaper and I are fighting a duel to the death. Either it goes or I do." Well said, Oscar Wilde, and well chosen, 71% of you. Let's close up this chapter by moving on to the final question. Question 10. All of the following philosophers have inspired or invoked versions of Occam's razor except Aristotle, Immanuel Kant, Isaac Newton. All of the following philosophers have inspired or invoked versions of Occam's razor except Aristotle, Immanuel Kant, Isaac Newton. Let's cut to the chase here. Occam's razor? Not an actual razor. Nope. You're not going to find this medieval Franciscan friar in a barbershop. You will, however, hear about his ideas in a philosophy survey because this idea has been used to help explain a whole slew of other philosophical ideas by tons of different people. The only guy on this list who couldn't get behind it, who can't, Immanuel Kant. Yeah, that's who. But 57% of you could, and you did. Occam's razor states that entities should not be multiplied beyond necessity. But look at all of you multiplying that money in your pockets. Yes, you came, you slayed, you displayed your knowledge, and you got paid. We'll see you next week when we'll kick off the week with Peter Alexandru, who will be introducing us to his company, We Are Actors, which helps links talent to casting directors, agents, and managers, plus provides resources for anyone looking to get into the biz. So if you're an aspiring actor, even in the management side of things, this is going to be one for you. How'd y'all do in the quiz? Oh no, Swain D went out on that streak. No, that's terrible. 10 out of 10 to Chico 99 FB. RJ got a 7 out of 10, and One Lucky Fan got a 10 out of 10. Woo! Everyone killed it. Bravo! Chaz, 4 out of 10. Better luck next time, Chaz. Oh, whoa! Bronze medalist! You weren't bronze. You won! Bravo! Bravo, everyone. Y'all killed it today. Folks, get some rest because we'll need you back in the ring for trivia next week. We've got brand new games, brand new cash prizes to give away, brand new guests, like I mentioned, of course, tips and tricks and content creators. We'll see you next week on Display.
I don't really enjoy nothing but making music and working, like, bettering myself. Like, if I was to not do it, I don't really know what I'd be doing. If I don't already have an idea in my head, I go through beats. Something about the beat gotta be special that stick out from. And once I get that feeling in there, then I put words to it. Social media, use like really connect with fans, market,